I'm speechless again. Wow, just wow. People say they don't make movies like La La Land anymore. I thought they don't make movies like this anymore. The Great Wall by visionary director Yimou Zhang, and I think that's actually true in this case, starring Matt Damon, who was nominated for Best Actor in The Martian just last year, is so bad you really have to witness it with your own eyes. Edward Zwick was one of the guys contributing to the story. Tony Gilroy, Oscar nominated for Michael Clayton, was a co-screenwriter. But this is such a mess. After those two trailers I kind of knew this was going to be something pretty dumb, but I had no idea. It takes some time into the movie until you realize just how awful this is, but there's really no redeeming quality unless you really enjoy horrible movies. In that case, this might be a lot of fun for you. I just can't deny how hard I laughed during the course of The Great Wall. I actually had a pretty great time with it, but for all the wrong reasons. Matt Damon plays a European mercenary who's looking for black powder in China, where he gets involved in an ancient fight against a horde of monsters along the Great Wall. The story of the movie is paper thin with zero surprises. Every several hundred years, the great warriors of the wall have to defeat monsters so they can crawl over the whole world. The whole affair feels like a video game adaptation without there being a video game it's based on. The action is extreme cartoony, with Damon and his best buddy performing ludicrous maneuvers. It's more a Chinese movie than an American one, and I sure as hell don't want to bash Chinese filmmaking. As a matter of fact, I love Yimou Zhang's Hero, and I also like The Curse of the Golden Flower very much. But this one is the biggest schlock you can imagine. Matt Damon and his buddy Pedro Pascal, in the movie they were nameless for quite some time, felt so out of place. For the story, it's basically completely irrelevant that they are from Europe and their accents are so bad I had no idea what they were thinking. If this movie would commit completely to its goofiness, I would have even enjoyed it honestly, but with Damon and his stoic face all the time, it doesn't work at all. He has like one or two facial expressions throughout the whole thing. He seems to be bored out of his mind for most of the time, and occasionally you get the impression he didn't even know what the hell was going on in the scene around him, because the Great Wall is a big CGI beast, and while it might look okay, it's definitely not on par with American movies of this magnitude. There are terrible green screen effects, and Damon doesn't care at all if his character is 50 feet above the ground or surrounded by hundreds of deadly monsters. There's even a moment where he's carried by the lead actress in mid-air and it looks ridiculous. After the initial shock, I quite enjoyed the catastrophe that was happening in front of me. Characters act completely unreasonable, the dialogues are terrible, scenes are bafflingly bad played out, the list goes on and on. First, I thought the crazy monsters could be great, but there's only one note to them. I was hoping for bigger and crazier ones to come, but the monsters you see first are the only ones of the movie. And they have one big weakness, and it's so dumb you just can't take anything serious. Willem Dafoe is also in the movie, and he gives maybe the worst performance of his career. Matt Damon does for sure, I have absolutely no doubt about it. And other than you might expect, there aren't many jokes in the movie, and the ones that are feel like out of a 90s flick. The Great Wall has a little bit of last year's Warcraft flavor, and I'm sorry to say, but even a little bit of Dungeons and Dragons. Yes, it's that bad. Director Yimou Zhang is known for his lush colors, his grand shots, epic battle scenes, but this falls apart completely. Matt Damon is bored shitless, Pedro Pascal seems super angry all the time for no apparent reason, Willem Dafoe goes almost Green Goblin at times, the Chinese cast is wasted in stupid side characters or generic warrior princesses. The action has no weight to it, the CG and storytelling make you feel as if you're watching a movie from the 90s and the story is barely there. I was really hoping for a fun popcorn flick, and I can't deny being pretty entertained, but only because I couldn't believe what kind of train wreck I was witnessing. In German I'd say, was zur Hölle war das denn? I know it's harsh, but I give The Great Wall 3 out of 10. It's more like 3.2, but I don't do that. That's it, like always, comment below, let me know what you think about the Great Wall. And today's question has absolutely nothing to do with the movie, because I don't really know what to ask about it. So I just ask this. What's your most anticipated movie of 2017? For me, as a die-hard Star Wars fan, it should be Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. But to be completely honest with you, it's Guardian of the Galaxy Volume 2. You can hit me up on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram simply at @TheJimmyCage. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, whatever you like.